Phoenix Books presents
A Sportsman's Life. How I Built Orvis by Mixing Business and Sport by Leigh Perkins. A few years ago, the Wall Street Journal sent a reporter up to Vermont to talk to me. I assumed he wanted to ask me about how my company Orvis had become one of the leaders in the direct mail industry. And it was certainly a story I liked telling. We're all proud of our successes. But the reporter seemed almost as interested in the way I spent my time outside the office as he was in my contributions to the success of the Orvis company and the way I ran my business. He seemed especially interested in the fact that one of the legendary trout streams of the eastern United States, the Battenkill, flowed through my backyard in Vermont, and that during the spring and summer you could often find me there with a fly rod, and that I spent 3 or 4 weeks every winter at my plantation in northern Florida for quail and duck hunting, and that I fished for bonefish and tarpon in the Florida Keys in the spring, and also traveled to Argentina, New Zealand, England, Africa, and a lot of other places for the sport. It seemed perfectly logical to me. Orvis sold more than tweed jackets and fishing rods. It sold a way of life, and it made sense to me that the boss was living that life. But when we totaled up the places I'd gone and the number of days that I'd spent in the previous year hunting and fishing, I had to admit that my life sounded fairly enviable. Well, I said to the reporter, you can say this for me. I never gave anyone a reason to feel sorry for me. I was just making a wisecrack, trying to give a reporter a good quote for his story, but now that I think about it, that doesn't seem like a bad way to approach your life. Don't feel sorry for yourself, and don't give anyone else any reason to feel sorry for you either. I've tried, and I've done a pretty good job. I think I can say that I succeeded in business. When I bought the Orvis Company in 1965, I paid $400,000 for it, $200,000 in cash, and $200,000 borrowed against inventory. In 1996, the company grossed more than $200 million. So my company was a success, and I'm proud of that. I also managed to do a lot of what many men like to do most in this life, which is go hunting and fishing. And because that's what my business was, I could call it work. Not a bad deal if you can get it. I worked hard, of course. When I bought Orvis, the mail-order business was in its infancy. Orvis had been sending out catalogs since 1856, longer than anyone.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?